bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I ain't like it, okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Ay, yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I ain't like it, okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Here we go, the final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Lions will take over. 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Breeze to throw. But he's going to take a shot right away. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Escaping that, a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one. This is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chase Claypool. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
The first down throw for Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard, leaving leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. He's going to rifle one deep left side. His guys are going to take over at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Taken down.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
A gain of a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun. It's Winston. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. This is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Breeze going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will set up shot at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete.
A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ronald Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
He's got a man complete. And he's down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake. Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. This one caught by Isabella. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Breeze to throw again. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
So on attack, you see how they attack them here.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Jones. He can't get him down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. That's complete to John Ross. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Detroit. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A final shot before half for Breeze. Got a man open, it's Ross. And all the way down to the 26. And no